I want to ask Ambassador Crocker about the issue that Ambassador Luke just raised about our ability to achieve goals in this very different country. Uh, Presidents never like to describe Afghanistan as nation building, but the counter insurgency strategy that we adopted, the provincial reconstruction teams across the country, the projects to build roads and schools and make a more modern Afghanistan, had that effect. As you look at American foreign policy and that strain that we see in so many instances, Iraq, Afghanistan are the most recent, do you think we have to get out of the nation building idea entirely, or is that appropriately part of what America should do abroad?
Well, look, rather than think about nation building or not, let's talk about ends and ways and means. Why are you in a given country? Again, for me, it was clear in 2002 when I opened the embassy. It was clear a decade later when I was there as an ambassador, that our purpose in that country was to ensure no 9/11 ever came to us again from Afghan soil. On my first stint there, 6 months after 9/11, March 11, 2002, we dedicated the interment of a piece of the World Trade Center at the base of the embassy flagpole. Never again. So that's the easy part. Then you talk about what are the means to that end. And I was part of those early discussions in early '02. Um, Education, particularly female education. Yeah. Then Senator Biden was my first congressional visitor. I took him to a girls' school, first grade class. Little girls of age 6, not so little girls age 12, because the 12-year-olds had turned school age when the Taliban took over the country and shut all of that down. Uh, we talked about not nation building, but looking back to the history of Afghanistan economically and how it was an agrarian state. And I had those conversations with the USAID director, Andrew Natsios. Yeah, that's great, but if you're going to have a cash crop system, you got to have a means of reaching markets. That means roads. And if you're going to build roads, you've got to maintain them. So you've got to have an operational budget as well as a construction budget, and so forth. So again, I don't think it's the right debate to nation build or not to nation build. The right debate is, why are we wherever it is we are? What is our goal? How then best to achieve it?
But David,
Greg,
if I can get on this point,
sir.
if the goal is security of the homeland, then it seems to me we have profited. We've taken advantage of the last 20 years. I mean, we have counterterrorism capabilities today that had no parallel on September 12th, 2001. We can literally strike anywhere in the world nearly overnight with precision based on a global network of counterterrorism partners. Our homeland is a much harder counterterrorism target today than it was on September 11th. So we've, I think, taken advantage. While we did not create or build the Afghan state that we at times in the last 20 years imagined, to Ryan's point, setting very high goals for ourselves, the ends, what we did accomplish fundamentally was secure the homeland.